through a lot of uncertainty lately, a lot of struggle. And in those times, it can help to cling to something that we hold true, to a rock, something we know that's not going to move. And so this song finds special meaning for me in the middle of a time where our community has been rocked by storms of grief and uncertainty. We need a rock to cling to in these times. When we look at the biblical narrative, there are certain foundational moments that serve as rocks for the children of Israel. One of those is found in the book of Exodus with the Ten Commandments. The giving of these stone tablets really provides a centering place, a rock for the community around which they gather. They carry it with them when they travel. It becomes a centerpiece for their identity, this gift that God has given. And so that rock, that gift, I wonder if we might think about it a little today. You know, there's a funny thing about life, and it's that you are the most free in society when you follow all the rules. You start breaking rules and doing whatever you want, then since a society can come and lock you up. But if you follow all the rules, then you are the most free. So it's a bit of a paradox. Well, the same is true with God, with following God. These 10 commandments, it's not meant to be a restriction on life. It's meant to unlock life. It's meant to be a gift. If you follow these ways, then that's the path to freedom. And that's something peculiar that's built into our universe. If you follow the rules, it's then that you'll be most free. And so if you follow a spiritual discipline, that can unlock new freedoms for your spirit, for your soul, as you are on this path, on this journey of faith. And I challenge you to maybe take up a new discipline. Maybe you have a certain devotion time that you've spent for years. Maybe it's time to add something to that. Or maybe it's time to try something different and to get into a new discipline. What freedom might that offer you? In the Old Testament, in chapter 20 of Exodus, we get a very short version of the Ten Commandments. In scholarly circles, it's called the Decalogue, which is literally the 10 words. These sayings are even shorter in the Hebrew language. It's not quite 10 words, but really 10 sayings is what the Decalogue really means, 10 sayings. There's something funny with the language that doesn't even translate. In Hebrew, they have what's called a third-person imperative. In English, we have like the second-person imperative, like you go do this. In Hebrew, it's let him do this, let it be so, let it happen. And the sentiment here is this is covenant language. If you are going to be God's people, then you are going to do these things. And so we miss some of that in the translation that we have over the years, and just the limited ability to transcend time and cultures. But that's something that's powerful. If you're going to be God's people, then this is what you're going to do. And following these rules, it sets you up for the freest life that you can imagine. And Jesus even sums it all up later. There are people trying to trick him, and they ask him, what's the greatest commandment? And rightly so, he answers, to love the Lord your God with all your heart and mind and soul and strength. And then he goes on to say the rest of it, the second is like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. So all the commandments can be summed up. Love God, love people. What a powerful foundation. What a powerful rock that we have, that our community of faith is founded on not a list of what we won't do, but upon the stone, the foundation of love for God, love for neighbor. Because how do you show love for God? You love your neighbor. So go and show love. Dedicate yourself to the discipline of following the rules of love. And I think you'll be surprised at what freedom you might find. Go with God, my friends.